Hello everyone, this is Unraveled, or Rav for short, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Pokemon website for Scarlet and Violet. As the trailer, as in the Pokemon Presents, we got some more information. We're going to skip the home page here and we're going to move straight to news since there's more things there that we can look at. First of all, we're going to look here at this first section. It says the sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns woven in the Paldea region. Your adventures take place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, and perilous mountain ranges. And actually, this is one of our first times being able to see the region map. But first, let's go ahead and read some of this. The sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns woven into the Paldea region. Your adventure takes place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, and perilous mountain ranges. Along the way, all sorts of trainers will be adventuring and honing their skills with Pokemon battles. You can find lots of people and Pokemon living together in a variety of locations, ranging from a farming village with bountiful harvests to a port town with a bustling marketplace. There are also Pokemon living in treetops, rivers, and all sorts of other locations in the wilderness, and they're all just waiting to meet you. So we did see some Pokemon in rivers, we saw lots in the wilderness, and we did see a Pineco in a tree with another Pokemon flying by. So it seems like that's pretty much true. Here we can also see a map of the region for the first time. So let's go ahead and zoom in just a tiny bit here on this map in a new tab. And we can see lots of different things here. So first of all, let's go ahead and zoom in once more. We can look at our first good look at the region. So here we can see that there's this weird mountain range in the middle with what looks like a bunch of fog. It'll be interesting to see what that is in the future. This area down here seems to be the major city where everything takes place, or it could be down here, it's hard to tell. We've got lots of these regions here. Here's the big lake we saw before, the icy range, and then there's this mountain range over here, another desert place here, and maybe here. Lots of interesting places, and we can definitely see lots of towns dotted along the areas. So it'll be interesting to finally get to explore this region in 3 months' time when that happens. Moving on from here, let's zoom back out real quick. We can see a couple other images. We can see some things here and here. In one of my previous videos, I had mentioned that this had looked like, we got an aerial view from up on top of this location here. Actually, let's open this image in the new tab as well. So I had said that up here, this was probably something interesting and that there was a sunflora in the pot. Seems like they're using sunflora as perhaps some type of scarecrow or some type of decoration for the town, as we can see that the town is filled with different types of flowers. So that's pretty cool that I was right that it looked like a sunflora, but that's pretty much all I was right about. We can also see this one over here, and this seems to be the bustling port that it was talking about. We've got some vending machines there, some different stores, and we've got a Meowth up here. It'll be interesting to see what each new town has in store for us. Next, we're going to talk about our companion, the Rotom Phone. A must-have for traveling in the Paldea region, the Rotom Phone has several apps and features that will come in handy during your adventures. This time, the Pokédex will be loaded on the Rotom Phone as an app. Your map will also be an app on your Rotom Phone. So this is actually completely different from the way they did it in Sword and Shield. In fact, it seems almost like they're going back towards the Rotom Dex that we had in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I like how they're having them as apps, so that means there might be other features on our phone as well. But I also like that we're sticking with the same design from Sword and Shield. It was a nice design. You'll be able to see a map of the entire Paldea region in the map app, which will naturally show your current location. And it's going to show our current location, which no other Pokemon game has done before. Mainline series game. You'll also see unless X and Y did, not X and Y, unless Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did it, but I don't think they did. I think they just, it's been a while. Maybe they did, I don't remember. You'll also see all kinds of information like nearby towns, Pokemon centers, and wild Pokemon. So is this going to be somewhat similar to the Dex Nav that we had in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? If that's the case, this will be probably the best Pokédex we've had in a Pokemon game. Also, I really like this background here with the grapes and the oranges. Okay, down here we can see the player interacting with the Rotom Phone, and here we can actually see kind of what the Rotom Phone looks like a little bit. Let's zoom in just a little bit. We can see here that when you open it, it automatically doesn't fill up the entire screen like it usually does. Instead, it seems to be like a HUD display, a heads-up display, where you can still see what's going on in the background behind you. We got some different features here. We've got the zoom in feature on the map. We can see that this is most likely where the player character is. We can see the name of different locations here and here. We got the Poco Path and the Inlet's Grotto. We can see the type of weather, the current time of day. Looks like Y closes the Pokedex, or maybe it goes somewhere else to a different app. It's hard to see what's going on here exactly. We see that with the by rotating the right stick, we can maybe rotate which way your character is facing. And it looks like, let's see, what is this over here? This looks like it could be a Pokeball on top of the Rotom. It's a little too blurry to figure out, but we can also see here some different apps we have. It looks like we got our trainer card, so maybe we have a digital trainer card this time. We got our Rotom Dex, and we got our map app. So perhaps X lets us change what app we're looking at. A lets you select something, and B is back. And it looks like there might be other screens here and here that might lead to other apps. It's hard to know for sure, however. Okay, moving on. The mainstay of the Pokemon trainers, the outdoor Pokemon Center. Adventuring in the vast Paldea region won't be a walk in the park. In order to battle Pokemon trainers and catch wild Pokemon, you will need to rest your Pokemon and get Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon. To support Pokemon trainers, there are many outdoor Pokemon centers scattered about Paldea. Trainers can easily find Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up the night, and each of them has a Pokeball icon on the roof, so we can see that they should be pretty visible to see, even in darkness wherever you are. We can see lots of different pictures of each one. I'm going to actually open this one, however, because I think we get a better view at the Pokemon Center. So here we can see this is most likely the Pokemart. It's blue, and the Pokemarts have been blue for a long time in the Pokemon games. Here we can see the Pokemon Center, and if we zoom in, actually we can see that they have a Pokeball shirt, and there's 6 slots for Pokeballs here. And it looks like over here, we don't quite know what this one is, but I have a feeling that this is trading and wireless communications. There's like a little Pokeball symbol. Let me zoom in just a little bit. My mouse is a little small. Right here, we can kind of see like a little Pokeball symbol. So I'm assuming this might be trading. It's uncertain. I'm not quite certain what it could be, but I think it might be trading because we've seen lots of interaction around the Pokemon Center. There is more news that we get to cover. There's a lot of things that they introduced this time. So I think we'll just start from the top left and work our way down and around until we get to the bottom. So, new forms discovered for the legendary Pokemon Koraidon and Miraidon. So, I remember when the second trailers came out and we saw these two for the first time, many people were assuming that they would be turning into motorcycles based on how Koraidon and Miraidon both looked like they could turn into motorcycles. So it would seem that that is correct. Except it's a little bit more than that. Anyways, let's go ahead and read. During your adventure, you will meet a legendary Pokemon, either Koraidon or Miraidon, and it will join you on your journey. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and are said to have a power far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems that Koraidon and Miraidon have even more forms than those we've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they're doing or what terrain they're traveling over. So, the only thing I'm worried about is, what is this power? Is it like a base stat total, or is it going to be something worse? I guess we'll have to just wait and see. But it looks like we've got the traditional ride form. We've got Miraidon flying in this one. And over here we have what looks like Koraidon climbing the wall. Ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. Ride your legendary Pokemon to traverse the expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny together. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliffs, cross hills, and glide off peaks. Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary Pokemon and seek out the mysteries that await you in Paldea. So So we're going to go over the different modes that each Pokemon has now. Traveling through Paldea on foot can be quite the hassle. If you learn how to ride sprinting build, Koraidon or drive mode Miraidon, you'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely at full speed. So this is essentially our bike. And this is the sprinting version, and this is the drive mode version. It looks like it may be a motorcycle, but it uses its powerful legs to run on all fours. Miraidon accelerates by generating energy in its tail and throat, which transforms into wheel-like rings. Sounds interesting. We've got the swim forms. On your adventure, you'll jump into rivers, lakes, and vibrant oceans to approach the Pokemon that live there or cross perilous waters in a snap by riding swimming build, Koraidon, or aquatic mode Miraidon. Koraidon floats by making its throat into a flotation device, and it propels itself by spreading its membrane between its toes and paddling through the water. Miraidon propels itself by rotating its rings, but it also uses jet engines on its legs to move forward in the water. I like how, even though one is definitely more futuristic than the other one, they're not the exact same Pokemon. Like, Miraidon is running on all four of its legs, so it's not technically a motorcycle. When it swims, it's using the ring again, filling it full of air, and then using it to float. So I like that. I'm still not certain if I'm going to like the interaction of using the legendary to get around. It'll be something that'll either grow on me, or it'll be one of the things I don't like about this generation. I'll have to wait and see. And then we've got gliding build and glide mode. You can jump from mountains, towering cliffs, or tall buildings and glide towards your destination. Not only does this offer you more options when choosing what to do, but you can also freely glide around and enjoy a view that you can only see from the Paldean skies. Gliding build Koraidon. Koraidon unravels the twisted tendrils on its head, forming wings to catch the air and glide through the skies. Glide mode Miraidon. The antenna on Miraidon's head extend and spread a membrane of energy to glide through the skies. So far, I think out of both of these, I think my favorite one is still going to be Koraidon. I like how he's using, or it's using, like, its body in unique ways, but it feels like Miraidon is just kind of cheating its way through it. But anyways, we're done with that section of the news. We've got this fight alongside friends in the time limit and terra battles. We'll come back to that in a little bit later. Let's go ahead and talk about the oldest school in the Paldea region. At Naranja Academy and Uva Academy. Now, Naranja is orange and Uva means grape. So basically the orange grape and the Orange Academy and the Grape Academy. You can meet new people, new Pokemon, and a new you. In the center of Paldea sits the largest city of the region, Mezagoza. It is here that you'll find a school boasting a history that few other schools do, where people from all sorts of regions come to hone their skills against each other, be it through academics or Pokemon battles. Age is not an issue in enrollment there, so a wide range of age groups, from children to adults, take the same classes, which mostly relate to Pokemon. It seems there are a few classes that you can take with Pokemon too. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the name of the school, its emblem, its uniforms, and other details will differ depending on which game version you're playing. So I'm assuming the professors are going to be different in which version of the game you're playing. You'll have Sada in Scarlet. You'll have the Naranja Academy. Its emblem will be an orange, seen here. Its uniforms will be orange, and other details will be different. And if you choose Scarlet, you'll have the Grape School, named Uva Academy. You'll have Professor Turo. Your uniform will be purple. So it's going to be two completely separate schools, as if it's two separate universes. Okay? Set out from school for a grand adventure, the Special Independent Study Project, the Treasure Hunt. This has me excited, and I'll explain why later. As the main character, you will be enrolling at the Academy. Of course, you'll not be alone at this school. You will also have friends you can sharpen your skills against, like Nimona, Arvin, and Penny, in addition to unique teachers who will teach you what they know about battling, Pokemon biology, and more. This academy is also where Director Clavel will give you and your friends an independent study assignment, the Treasure Hunt. Where will you go? Who will you meet? What will you accomplish? Embark on a journey across Paldea to gain new experiences, meet new people, and find your very own treasure. So, we're going to get into some of the people at the Academy now, and a little bit later we'll talk about why this treasure hunt has me so excited. Okay, along with along with Director Clavel, there are many other members of the faculty at the Academy. So we've got Clavel here, and you can see that his uniform is different depending on which version of the game you are in. He has an orange suit coat for Pokemon Scarlet and a purple one for Pokemon Violet. And it says here, Clavel, he acts as the director of the Academy, and since you're a new student, he'll teach you many things about your school. He can be strict, but he can also be kind. He seems to be a friend of Professor Sada and Professor Turo. This guy here that kind of looks like a crazy professor, his name is Jacques. Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher, and he teaches biology. He'll be very knowledgeable about Pokemon biology and is the developer of the Pokédex app for the Rotom Phone. He has a slightly airheaded side to him, and he sometimes loses himself in his research. Okay, so he is the one that is developing new things for the Rotom Phone, and now looking closer at his model, we can see that he has a Rotom form here in his pocket. Also, Clavel seems like we might be able to battle him. He's got 6 Pokeballs, 6 Pokemon and Premier Balls around his belt. Seems like he's got a sense of style. And we get a couple more images from the video here. Okay, next we're going to talk about the main characters. So, well, the main characters, us, are friends that we'll have while we're playing. So we've got Arven and Penny here. I really like the book bag that Penny has going on here. And her hair is like red and blue, which is very interesting. So, and it looks like Arven is holding a tomato berry. Tomato berry? I don't remember what it's called. Arven is an upperclassman at the Academy. He's good at cooking and is researching healthy recipes that can help Pokemon feel better. He'll be asking you to help him out since he isn't good at Pokemon battles. Okay, so he's like a cook, so he's kind of like Brock was in the anime, wanting to help Pokemon out a lot. I can respect that. And Penny. Penny is in the same grade as you. She is a bit of a shy personality, and for some reason she doesn't seem to come to the Academy very often. She's especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag and always has it on her back. They are making her have like a mysterious personality. It'll be interesting to see what that's about when we play the games. And she just doesn't seem to be wearing her school uniform like the other character is either. I guess we'll get more into that later. But those are those characters. So we were talking about the treasure hunt, so let's move on to that next. So, right here, this one. The story unfolds the way you want it to. Weave 3 grand stories into your adventure as you meet Pokemon you've never seen and unique characters. These titles have the hallmark Pokemon story of going to gyms and aiming to become a champion, but there is no set path, so you can go to whichever gym you want to challenge in the order you desire. Okay, that's one story, the gym challenge. Furthermore, there are 2 other grand stories besides your pursuit of becoming a champion, and many trials and tribulations await you in those stories as well. Please look forward to finding out what kinds of stories they are. So, I'm excited for this, because for the first time, we don't have one set goal in a Pokemon game. We have 3. Now, obviously, there's the whole goal of like complete your Pokedex, get all the stars for your trainer card. But generally, most people just beat the game and become the champion and it's over. But this one, there's 3. So I don't know if biology, like finishing the Pokedex, is going to be another story where you find rare Pokemon. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm super excited for this. Furthermore, you can freely go back and forth between all 3 stories, allowing your adventure to develop in all the way you want it to. Some may want to reach the rank of champion and rush through the gyms, while others might want to adventure at their leisure, at times searching for Pokemon or meeting all sorts of people. Everybody can experience the game the way they want to. Being able to make your very own story is one of the hallmarks of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So, no one is going to be playing this game the same way. Everyone is going to be playing different. Person A could rush through and beat the game right away, become the champion. Person B could do the second story all the way before doing any others. Person C could do the third story. And then you could have a person that kind of mixes them all together and does them how they want. There's no set route for this game, and I'm excited for it. Okay, and now we're going to talk about the champion challenge, it seems like. And there's the possibility that these 3 things could have something to do with the main stories, but as of right now, we don't know what those are. Anyways, aim for the champion rank. The Paldea region has a Pokemon League and a special class of pro-ranked Pokemon trainers who have achieved the champion rank. These trainers have grown with their Pokemon to be able to dazzle the audience with their skills in battles. So... interesting. I wonder if that means when you become the champion and beat the Elite Four, if you get to go to a separate rank battle system. We'll have to find that out later. There are facilities called Pokemon gyms in many towns, and the leaders of these gyms are awaiting the challenge of trainers like you and your friends. There is no set path to the gyms. You can purposely seek out a stronger gym leader, or you can simply stop by a gym that happens to be located in a town you come across on your journey. This time, you get to plot your own very path along Victory Road. So out of the 8 gym leaders, you could fight the 8th gym leader first. You could fight however you want. There's nothing stopping you from fighting the gym leader in any combination that you want. If you beat all 8 gyms spread across the region and collect their gym badges, you will be able to take on a special test called the Champion Assessment. If you successfully pass the assessment, your strength will be acknowledged and you'll be given the champion rank, making you an object of admiration for other trainers. Polish your skills with many Pokemon and trainers, and aim for the glorious champion rank. Once again, champion rank. Champion rank. A special class of pro-rank Pokemon trainers who have achieved the champion rank. There's not just going to be you. There's going to be many of them. I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. Here we can see what I'm guessing is the gym challenge symbol. It's like a boat going through the water. Here we can see, I'm assuming, the ice type gym. We can see Lucario fighting here. And we see Nimona saying you have to prove yourself to the Pokemon League to officially get the title of champion. So that'll be fun to see. And now we have the gym leader of the Glaciado Gym, Grusha. I really like her design as well. That's a nice design for, I'm guessing, an ice type trainer. Grusha used to be a professional snowboarder, but he is now in the gym leader of the Glaciado Gym full time. He is an ice type specialist who has the Sea Titan as his partner. He is usually cool-headed, but when the battle gets heated, he starts showing the emotions he usually keeps pushed down. Sea Titan is amazing. I love its design. I might add it to my team. We'll have to see. Also, I thought this was a girl at first. It's interesting to see that it's a guy. Man, Pokemon really likes to make you think one thing and then throw you for a loop. Okay, we'll come back to this enjoying Pokemon with friends in a second. And we're going to go ahead and do this one next. We're kind of going to do all the similar ones together, so that way it's easy to keep it together. Arrange your looks and hairstyle to freely change your appearance. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can now make changes to your character's eye shape, mouth shape, and more to look the way you want to look. You can, of course, change your hairstyle, hair color, and eyebrows at salons too. So look your best when out on your treasure hunt. That's cool. Use all sorts of items to make your uniform fit you. Ranging from short sleeves and shorts to warm blazers, the Academy has 4 different kinds of uniforms in total. Additionally, you can collect a wide variety of accessories from boutiques. Wear your favorite items to try out different styles along your way on your adventure. Okay, I think that's cool. Like, you're a student, I could see maybe, you can see here, each student looks a little different. It'll be interesting to see how everybody customizes their trainer. Okay, now on to the fun one. Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems thanks to the Terrastol phenomenon. What is the Terrastol phenomenon? This phenomenon is found only in the Paldea region and makes Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems, which we get an example of down here. When a Pokemon Terrastolizes, a Terra Jewel appears above the Pokemon's head like a crown, and the Pokemon's body glistens like a cut gemstone. It's said that the terrestrial energy that seeps from the ground of the Paldea region is involved in the phenomenon. Many details remain unclear, but the Professor Sada and Professor Tur are researching this mystery. One thing I want to point out, I'm going to open all these images in a new tab real quick, because this is important, I think. Okay, here we can see this Eevee has a gem on her head. We can see that Sprigatito has flowers. We can see Fuecoco has like a candelabra, and we can see that Quaxley has a fountain. The thing that I noticed, I don't know if it'll show well for all of these. If you look at this gemstone, and Sprigatito's isn't showing very well, so we'll look at Fuecoco's. There are eyes in this gemstone. Let's go ahead and zoom back out just a tiny bit to make it easier. Oh, Quaxley's is very visible. There are eyes on all of these gemstones. I don't know why, but I think that's going to be important as we go throughout the story. Just gonna point that out. Master Terrastolizing and dominate Pokemon battles. Terrastolizing holds the key to victory or defeat in Pokemon battles in the Paldea region. All Pokemon in Paldea can Terrastolize to gain a special power. First, each Pokemon has a Terra type. A Pokemon's Terra type is inactive until the Pokemon Terrastolizes, at which time the Pokemon's type will change to Terra type. For example, some Eevee will have the normal Terra type, but some other Eevees will have the flying Terra type. There are 18 types, meaning there are countless combinations of Pokemon and Terra types. Oh no. That's gonna be a nightmare for collectors. Terrastolizing a Pokemon allows you to enhance your battle strategies by increasing the power of any moves that have the same type as your Pokemon's Terra type, or by changing your Pokemon's weaknesses. When to activate this special transformation and the combination of Pokemon and Terra types you choose are all up to you. Find what works best for you to gain the upper hand. Competitive Pokemon is going to be interesting, I think. You can Terrastolize a Pokemon once per battle, and the transformation will last until the battle ends. When a Terrastolized Pokemon uses a move that matches its Terra type, at least one of its original types, the boost to that Pokemon power's move will be even greater. So does that mean, for instance, let's look at this Lilligant here. I'm going to assume that this gemstone is normal, because we saw on Persian in the trailer, we see it on Eevee here. This fountain must be water, this must be grass for the flowers. So I'm going to assume, based on this, if I have a Lilligant, seen here, with a Terra type grass, and I Terralize it, and then I use, say, what's a good strong, let's just say Giga Drain. Am I going to be getting double stab bonus for that move? Because it's already getting a boost from being a grass type, and then its Terra type being grass will also get a boost. Am I understanding that correctly, or am I wrong? It'll be interesting to find out. You will need a Terra Orb to Terrastolize a Pokemon. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry this special item. Once you Terrastolize a Pokemon, your Terra Orb will lose all its terrestrial energy and you won't be able to use it again until it's been recharged. You can charge your Terra Orb if you touch crystals overflowing with terrestrial energy or go to a Pokemon Center. Okay, so that's cool. They're not making it so you can do it every single battle like Mega Evolution did or Z Crystals. It's more like Gigantamax where there's only certain times you can use it. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry a Terra Orb. You can find shining crystals scattered around throughout many areas in the region. I'm assuming we'll see... Okay, yeah. So this is the Terra Crystal. If you touch it, you'll recharge your orb, your Terra Orb. It's going to be hard to remember all these new terms, I think. Alright, so there's that. Now, we can fight alongside our friends within a time limit in Terra Raid battles. So raid battles are making a comeback after Sword and Shield. Terra Raid battles are a completely new battle format where you will team up with 3 other trainers in order to take on a Terrastolized wild Pokemon within a time limit. In Terra Raid battles, you can attack without waiting for other trainers' turns, so it's important that you cooperate with your fellow trainers at a quick pace. The Pokemon that will appear in Terra Raid battles are fierce, but you can join forces with other players to prove victorious. Seek out crystals for Terra Raid battles. You'll be able to attempt a Terra Raid battle by touching shining crystals. Also, you can also charge your Terra Orb there and by touching these crystals. The colors of these crystals correspond to the Terra type of the Terra Pokemon you'll encounter, so if you see a green one, you'll probably find a grass one. They look almost like gemstones. Additionally, a sparkling pillar of light will be shooting into the sky above these crystals, making them easy to spot at a distance. So, these are basically Sword and Shield raids, just reskinned. And look, we can even see here in this image that they're pretty much the exact same thing as raids from Sword and Shield, just a little different. Because this Pokemon has a grass Terra type, the crystal is also the color of the grass type, so we write about that. You'll be able to choose Pokemon from your party or Pokemon boxes to participate in the battle. It's a Pokemon raid. Challenge Terra Pokemon. This battle system has a time limit and allows you to continue attacking seamlessly without having to wait for other trainers to choose their actions. Take on these battles by coordinating with your teammates and by increasing the stats of the Pokemon on your team or healing them. Note, a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership is required to interact with other trainers. So I'm assuming if you don't have NSO, then you'll probably get NPCs to fight with you. Pokemon that appear in Terra Raid battles may have a Terra type that differs from their usual type or types. Expand your options in co-op play by cheering. There are 3 kinds of cheers you can use, and they'll benefit all the ally Pokemon on your side. The 3 effects are boosting attack and special attack, defense and special defense, and healing. Anybody can use these cheers, allowing you to play cooperatively even if your Pokemon hasn't learned any moves to support other Pokemon. Cooperation is the key to Terra Raid battles. Lead your side to victory by cheering. Okay, you can cheer instead of using a Pokemon move. Oh, so your Pokemon doesn't have to faint in order to cheer. That's nice. You can use 3 kinds of cheers, a total of 3 times per Terra Raid battle. So you can cheer 3 times and that's it. Catch defeated Terra Pokemon. Managing to defeat the Terra Pokemon within the time limit will undo the Pokemon's transformation, giving you the chance to try and catch it by throwing Pokeballs. Victories can reward you with many useful items too. How to participate in a Terra Raid battle. You'll be able to search for allies to join your Terra Raid battles, or you can join someone else who's searching for allies in their Terra Raid battles. So this is essentially just raids for this version of the game. Okay, moving on, we've got the enjoy Pokemon with friends, and essentially we've got trading with people, battling together, things we already knew. We've got the Union Circle. Your adventure is bound and more enjoyable in playing with friends, cooperating to beat Terra Raid Pokemon in raid battles, and sometimes even testing your skills against each other. Additionally, with the new Union Circle feature added to the Poke Portal, you and 3 friends can adventure together in the same space, cheering each other on as you battle wild Pokemon or showing each other the Pokemon that walk alongside with you. There's no single way to play using the Union Circle. You can wander around together and spend time with your friends how you want to. Okay, so that's it for here. Let's go ahead and gameplay didn't change. I already checked that out. Let's go ahead and look at Pokemon. We've got a couple new Pokemon to check out. We've got Titan, we've got Furdo, and Paldean Wooper. So, Sea Titan is an ice type, the Terra Whale Pokemon. So it's basically the land whale Pokemon. Okay, it's going to have thick fat and the Slush Rush ability. This thing is interesting to look at. I'm a little sad that it's an ice type. I was hoping it'd be something different, but if it's got good enough stats, maybe it'll be okay. Strong muscles and thick blubber. Sea Titan need to have tough muscles to be able to support their immense bodies, and physical attacks using their bodies have incredible power. They also migrate around snowy regions protected by a thick layer of subcutaneous fat. The horn on the upper jaw freezes the surroundings. A Sea Titan has 5 hard horns. Among them, the horn on the upper jaw is able to gather ice energy, making the surrounding temperature extremely low and freezing the area around the Pokemon. So that horn is this one right here, it would seem like. All in all, very interesting Pokemon. Let's look at Furdo. It is the puppy Pokemon. It looks like a pastry that somebody baked. It's a fairy type, and it has own tempo as an ability. This Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it. Oh, okay, that's disgusting. I would never own this Pokemon in real life. Furdo's moist, smooth skin has elastic qualities, and it is both firm and soft at the same time. When these Pokemon become excited, they intimidate their opponents by puffing up their bodies to appear bigger. So this is like the non-Newtonian fluid Pokemon, basically. It's soft and hard at the same time. Its breath contains useful yeast. Okay, that's cool. Furdo ferments things in his vicinity using the yeast in his breath. Said yeast is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. So, another Pokemon for the chef trainer class, it would seem. Okay, and finally we've got Paldean Wooper. Paldean Wooper is the poison fish Pokemon. It is a poison ground type, and it has Poison Point and the water absorb abilities. They live on the land and cover their bodies with a poisonous film. In ancient times, Wooper lived underwater in the Paldea region, but it seems after losing a struggle for territory, they began living in bogs on land. To keep from drying out, while living on land, they began to cover their bodies with a poisonous film. Powerful poisonous liquid emits from their tough gills. These Wooper gills have hardened thanks to living on land for so long. Their bodies are heavy and they move slowly, but they can protect themselves by shooting powerful poisonous liquid from their gills. You may see poisoned Pokemon in areas where these Wooper live. So these Wooper are immune to... Oh, this Wooper could actually be better than regular Wooper. Because it's a ground type, it's still immune to electric attacks. However, now it's good against fairies. It's not weak to grass anymore. Actually, I want to look this up real quick. Let's look up a type calculator Pokemon. Okay. Let's do this Pokemon type calculator here. Let's see. So it is a poison ground type. Okay, so it takes 2 times from ground. If it has water absorb, it is immune to water. So you're going to find one with water absorb, I would say. And then you'd have a pretty strong Pokemon here, only weak to ground, psychic, and ice. Which is not bad. That's a pretty good defensive typing, I think. Yeah. How about offensively? How good is it offensively? Can we do, let's see, poison? Can we select more than one? Yeah, we can. Yeah, it deals 2 times damage to most Pokemon, and nothing is immune to it. But 2, 4, 7 types out of the 18 take damage from this guy? Yeah. This could be a pretty cool Pokemon. I might put it on my team then. Okay, everything else we've already seen here. Let's look at the characters, see if there's any new characters we haven't seen yet. Is it going to be the exact same? Yeah, it's the exact same as the other one. So finally, let's look at this last piece of news that we skipped before. Receive a special Pikachu as an early purchase bonus. By purchasing Pokemon Scarlet or Violet early, you'll receive a special Pikachu as a gift, and this is the Pikachu image you'll see. This Pikachu has 2 unique characteristics. It knows the move Fly, which it normally cannot learn. Its Terra type is Flying. You can receive it by choosing Get via Internet from the mystery gift feature in your game up until Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. Now, you'll need to connect your Switch system to the internet to get this early purchase bonus. You need to have a Nintendo account, which is fine. Can be received in either retail version or the downloadable version. So currently, this is the only special purchase bonus that we currently know about. But this Pikachu knows Fly, so it's a little bit special, so I recommend getting it if you can. Anyways, that is a breakdown of everything on the website. I might go more in depth in some of these other topics later with more theories and other things, but this is just my initial thoughts and my first reading of going through this. One other thing I want to point out real quick is that 2 Pokemon that I made in my previous video, which I'll link up in the card in the side, we saw 2 Sawsbuck. We saw a Autumn Sawsbuck and a Summer Sawsbuck in this trailer, as well as a Go-Go, which are 2 Pokemon that have not been able to be caught since Generation 6 ended. So I'm very thankful that these Pokemon are coming back. And the fact that we saw Autumn and Summer means that we're no longer locked to only catching the spring form of Sawsbuck. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're just as excited about these games as I am. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace.